Hey, this is Jonathan Straker in Ishinomaki, Japan. I'd like to share with you for just a few minutes about the place where we live, and hopefully you can get a sense for some of the issues that we might be encountering here based on what you see. So first of all, this is a harbor town and a fishing port, and as you can see by the size and also the number of the ships here, that they do serious fishing here, from tuna and squid and octopus, cod, sea urchin, crabbing. Our prefecture has the second largest fishing industry in the nation, and Ishinomaki, this city, is one of the largest producers in the prefecture. Now I'd like you to notice inland all of the vacant land. Over here to the right is the location where there used to be a junior high school and a high school, with the ocean just beyond those trees. And that street is the way to our house. All of this in this video is within walking distance of our home. If you look around, you can see that all of the debris has been cleaned up, and there's some new construction, yet there's a lot of vacant land waiting to be decided what to do with. That building right there, the black one, is going to be a new restaurant. What you're looking at right here is, in Japanese, called a teibo. It's the seawall. It's basically a huge dike. It's going to be over 7 meters tall, and the idea is that it's supposed to stop tsunamis when they come in. The downside is you can't see the ocean, and so you can't see when a tsunami is coming, so you're completely dependent on the PA system. Back behind that grain building is a little shop that we have worked with quite a bit, and so is this one here. This is Watamama. They make bento, which is lunch boxes, meals for people, and deliver them. This is the scene driving along the entranceway to Mangoku-ura, which is a lagoon. It's kind of an estuary, so it's got a mixture of freshwater and seawater, ideal for oyster farming. If you can make out that ship through the bramble, that is the San Juan Bautista, the St. John the Baptist, which is a full-scale working replica of the ship that sailed from this port 400 years ago on a mission to New Spain for trade relations. If you have read anything by Shusaku Endo, you might recognize some of that story. This is a temporary housing unit, so maybe in this one there are 6 or 7 units in a row, and what you're looking at here is new construction on what's called a recovery housing. It's kind of long-term government subsidized housing, and I'll mention those again in a minute. And then this is the view from basically across the street from our house. Hijiri walks past this on his way to school every day. All of this was rice farms prior to the disaster, and now, as you can see, it's all being prepped for new housing construction. And now we're coming home to our house. That's where we live, that house right there. All of this movement in terms of housing, from evacuation centers to temporary housing, from temporary housing to recovery housing, means that people are tired of making new friends and forging new relationships. And so the process that we're using, hopefully, is helpful to people as they need to make new relationships, and it's also helpful in terms of helping people make the shift from being victims to becoming pioneers. Our approach to community development work flows from asset assessment, and here's a meeting where we're doing some asset mapping, to network development and relationship development, and then from network development to brainstorming, and then from brainstorming to implementation. This is the map meeting, map kai. We decided to make a map of our area, which the story actually got picked up as part of a another story, and broadcast on national TV. So that's what you're seeing there. And of course, the ultimate hope is that through these expressions of God's love, people will join us in following Christ.